Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow. Are you ready?
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
First down, it's McNair. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Here's McNair. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike,
From the gun, here's McNabb. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now a look at the defensive starters here for the Steelers. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Westbrook about 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Out of the gun, McNabb. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a 2nd win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
6 man. 80 weapons. What? Squeeze. Rush in. Wait, stand up. Check 25. Quick the edge. Go. Check 4. Hey. We got motion. Back up.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got 4. Check 15. Go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, alert 3. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
You go tight. You got tight. You there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Mike 58 right there. Check 31. Check 1.
On 1st down, Westbrook. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Completes it to Quick. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, Steve 6. Hard.
Slow. No. Check. Crunch.
Throwing on 1st down. Bradshaw. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
60 mark. Hey, defense, let's go.
2nd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Bradshaw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Go.
Operating from the gun. Bradshaw caught here by Bell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Two-jet bomber.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Hey, 4 down.
From the gun, Bradshaw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now McNabb. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've come to halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll go again with Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10, Bradshaw firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he whips that one incomplete there. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Bradshaw. Open man is Holmes. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Off the play fake, Bradshaw. That one complete to Bettis. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
On the set.
60 miles. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Hey.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Second and 15. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd down now, Westbrook. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
58.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McNabb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's McNabb. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Throw left side, complete. It's McDonald. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. To throw on second, McNabb. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. McNabb to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Offside, defense.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against?
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
We won. Count him out. Work. Watch safety green. Go. Safety screaming. Switch.
They'll try the right side with Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Alpha! Leo! Five!
To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Bradshaw. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
To throw, McNabb. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On On second down, Westbrook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down Broadway. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bradshaw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is often
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
58, come on. Watch that. Go. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they